guys, welcome back to Kiwi Ken. I hope you've had an awesome week at home with your whānau and you enjoyed Gabby's lesson with us last week. Who can remember what is the first thing we do in Kiwi Ken? What is the first thing that we do? That's right, we try to remember what we did last week and we talk about what we're focusing on. Okay, so last week, if you remembered Bop It and talking about goals, you are correct. So under resilience, we were talking with Gabby all about goals. Okay, today we're focusing on how we can make these goals easier, so it's easier for us to achieve. Now here is another thinking cap challenge. Who can remember what is that special word that begins with an R? That special word is resilience. So this week we're carrying on with resilience again, and that means never giving up when things get tough. Okay, so that means we need to do our catchphrase. So getting your hands ready. And Kiwi Ken says, when we want to grow, we set a goal, improve our body, mind and soul. Now it's time for our energizer. Today we are going to practice counting to Te Reo Mauri. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to show you some actions we're going to do. The first one is going to look like this. Tahi roa toru wha rima ono whitu. Then we're going to add in claps. So tahi roa toru wha rima ono whitu. Okay, so you're going to be trying to do the same beat as me while saying the Maori word. Okay, so let's go over them really quickly. 1 is tahi, 2 is roa, 3 is toru, 4 is wha, 5 is rima, ono is 6, and whitu is 7. So tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Okay, so let's practice doing those rounds again. We're going to start with the clapping, the tapping, and then we're going to go into a clap. Okay, so let's try that. You're going to repeat it at the same time as me. So, tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Well done. Okay, now we're going to add in another round that will look like this. Tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Okay, so we're going to see if we can do all three of those at the same time. So, tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Well done. Now remember this term, our theme is resilience, so if you are finding it really tricky, remember that you can't give up, so you've just got to keep on trying, and it is okay to make mistakes, okay? This time we're going to do it reverse, so it will look like this. Tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Okay, so let's start from the top. And tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. 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 Well done, team. I'm sure you are doing an amazing job. We're going to add in one more, okay? So this time, after all of those rounds, we're going to add in a double clap, which will look like this. Tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Okay, so let's try it from the start. Remember, you can go nice and slow. You can stop the video and do it just by yourself if you need to. But remember, we are talking about resilience, so even if we are finding it challenging, we're just going to push through, okay? And try our best and keep on practicing. So from the top, tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Now reverse clicks, tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Last one, tahi, roa, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu. Well done, team. I hope you had lots of fun. What's going to happen now is I'm going to send you over to Seddon, and Seddon's going to take you through our activity today, which is all about how to make those goals easier. Okay, have fun.
Kia ora everybody, Seddon here, and I hope you guys are ready for an awesome activity. Because we're talking about ways that we can make our goals easier, you have to actually have a goal. So I'm going to give you some goals right now. Your goal is to do 3 things. The first thing is you need to do 5 push-ups. The second thing you need to do is you need to run all the way around your house. And the last thing I need you to do is I need you to solve this problem. What is 4 times 8? How did you guys go with that goal? Now I want you to think about, if you completed it, how could you have done it faster, or how could you have done it better? What would have made it a little bit easier for you? And if you were like, that's too hard, I don't really want to do it, what would have made you want to do it? Think about that for me. When we make goals, we do it to improve ourselves, so we know that we should be doing them. Maybe you didn't do 5 push-ups because you can only do 3. Maybe you didn't want to run around the house because it's too hard, and maybe you didn't want to do the multiplication because you don't know your times tables. Now, these are all fair, but we want to improve. So what's something that we can do, what's something that we can change to make it easier for us to achieve these goals without actually changing the goal itself? Pause the video now and think of a strategy for each one. Now, I've thought of some examples for each of them as well. So for the first one, for the push-ups, I'd say do as many as you can normally and then make the push-ups easier. So maybe do 3 push-ups normally and then do the rest of them on your knees. That might make it a bit easier. Now for the run, I find this one really tough because I hate to run. So something that might make me want to run is if I reward myself with something that I do like to do afterwards. So say I run all the way around the house, I'm going to reward myself with maybe 20 minutes of colouring in a colouring book, which I really enjoy. Now, the maths problem is a really difficult one because if you know how to do times tables, then it's relatively easy and it's simple to do, but if you don't know how to do it, like what are you supposed to do? Just magically learn how to do it straight away? Of course not. The way that I would solve that problem if I couldn't do my times tables is I'll get someone to help me. So I'd maybe get one of my parents or my siblings to come and help, and they can teach me how to do it, not do it for me, they can show me how to do it and we can do it together. Now, think of your own goal and think of ways you can make this easier to achieve, because I know you want to improve, so give yourself the very best chance that you can.
Welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that lesson and hopefully you took in all that information. We're going to finish up with a Kiwi Can quiz. We've got a few questions for you to test your mind just before you go. All you need to do is sit there and think about it and answer the words if you know what they are. Here is your first question and it's based on our Energizer, so hopefully you can remember this. What is the Maori word for 3? What is the Maori word for 3? Go through that in your head. Maybe you should get to the number 3. Ready for the answer? It should be number 3 is tahi, rua, toru. Remember? Toru is number 3 in Maori. Question number 2. This should be quite an easy one. Name for me any animal that you would see on a farm. Any animal. Have a think. I'm going to give you a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's loads of animals that you could find on a farm. It could be anything. You could have sheep, cows, dogs, llamas, deers, rabbits. Maybe you'd even see a squirrel on there because maybe it'd run across the farm. Chickens. What else? Cats maybe, you get a wild cat on a farm. I don't know, is there a cat farm? Maybe. Any animal you could think of on a farm. Okay, let's go into our next question. What does the word noho mean? Noho is a Maori word. Do you know what it means? Think about your teacher in your classroom when they say noho. What are they trying to tell you to do when they say noho? Think about it. Noho means sit, to sit down. Hopefully you got that one. Question 4, your last question before you go is, what do cows drink? What do cows drink? I'm going to give you a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cows drink water. Obviously water. We all drink water. If you said milk, no, cows produce milk and we drink it. Well, baby cows drink milk. Adult cows drink water. So if you're thinking of baby cows and you said milk, then okay, you can have that one. But it should be water. that is the end of your KiwiCan lesson. That is all for you, and that is all from us here at KiwiCan. Hope you're having a great week. We look forward to seeing you next time, and check out any of our other lessons if you'd like to. Bye!